Hello, Gemini. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss with your September 2023 mini tarot reading. Before we begin, though, and I wrote these down so I can get the addresses right, I just wanted to remind everybody that Spirit Fest in Florida, Punta, Gorda, I will be there. I'll be doing readings and I will have some jewelry. But even if you just stop by and say hello, you won't be disappointed in this show. There's great vendors there. There's crystal people. There's stone people. There's readers. There's healers. There's just so many things. And also my friend Anne will be there, and she repurposes leather purses that are out of this world. So I hope you'll stop by and see us. But this is September 16th and 17th. I believe the show starts at 9:30, or the event, and it'll be at the Charlotte Harbor Event and Conference Center, which is 75 Taylor Street in Punta Gorda, Florida. It is just really, Spirit Fest events are just unbelievable to me. I have been doing vendor shows for years, and I'm so impressed with them. I hope I get to do all their Florida shows next year. But in October, then October 14th and 15th, Anne and I both will be at the Spirit Fest event in Port St. Lucie, which will be at MidFlorida Event Center, 9221 Event Center Place. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I hope you make it there. Also, a couple other things. September 23rd here in the States is the fall equinox, a very powerful day. If you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. We certainly can use more subscribers. Like and share our videos if you would. I'd appreciate it. And let's see, was there anything else? Oh, you might want to check your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. And with all that said, let's take a look here and see what's coming up for you. Here we go. Let's see, Gemini. What is coming up for you? Oh, the Empress. Ooh, pregnancy? I don't know. I feel like it's more abundance. I don't know why, but that's what it feels like to me. And who couldn't use, well, if it's pregnancy, that could be good too, if that's what you want. But with the abundance, that's good for everybody too. So let's see here. What else we have? Okay, something you've been waiting for. Now it does make sense. It feels like if you were waiting for pregnancy, this could be a month for you. That seems to be going around here. Also, it says Wheel of Fortune. Remember, we can't go back and change the past, but whatever we learn from that, that's what I believe the Wheel of Fortune is saying here. Take that and run with it, because it's a powerful lesson. And remember, if we learn the lesson, if it keeps showing up, we haven't learned it yet. If the same, sequence of things happens over and over, we haven't learned the lesson yet. I'm not saying you don't, but it's just a reminder there. Magician says, with your powerful prayers and wants, wishes, definitely could happen. The Judgment card here says to me, I hear or feel, sense, whatever it is I do, that's almost like a wake-up call. Excuse me. It's like you say, oh, I got this. I got this. If you're hearing from someone from the past, I feel like family member that if you had disagreements with, or a friend shows up, let them, treat them like a new person in a way. Let them prove their self. Don't open your arms and say, okay, let's go. That way it'll be better for both of you, or all of you, because it could be a whole family situation. Not sure about that. Someplace you're wanting to go or fear going might be exactly where you need to go. Ooh, when I get those riddles, I'm not sure who that's for. It says, try not to be fearful. Wherever you're going, it's going to be better than you think. Don't give your power away when it comes to things you want to do. Okay, if you're having love issues, okay, or let's not love, it would be love, but if you're having trouble in a relationship, be open, talk about it. You don't have to say yes every time, but if you can just keep your cool and have a nice discussion, things are going to change there. Standing up for yourself is always a good thing, as long as it's not like, and that, it's just, if you talk and they reciprocate, if you point your finger and start, barking out orders, it probably isn't going to go well. But it just says victory could be there for you. And I feel that the victory comes a little bit at first, and then it just flows. So I just feel like minor changes, I don't know if that's minor, changes that are made in the way conversations are back and forth is going to be a big deal here. And that could be a great thing for you. Thinking about retiring from work or changing jobs could be the perfect month to make that decision. Says that, worrying about not having enough money can put a big damper on things. It says what you've worked for and what you need, it'll be right there before you. I'm not sure exactly how to explain that, But it says if you believe you're not going to have enough money, by all means you're not. If you're worried about not having enough money, it could slow things down. But if you can believe that you've earned it or you have enough, things could go quite nicely for you, because I believe whatever you believe about yourself is how you present yourself, or how things seem to happen. That's just my own opinion. But I do see sunshine here, the sun card, which means joy for you. Change, definite change. That, trying to do everything yourself, you're going to find that it's much easier when you accept help from somebody, like physical help. Say you're moving and you think you can do it all yourself. Someone wants to help you, let them help you. You've helped a lot of people in your earth walk, and maybe it's time to reciprocate and open to receive some of that. But I do feel like choices are going to be important this month. And sometimes that feeling like, oh, why is this happening to me? Again, I want to say things can happen over and over again until we get the lesson. It took me a long time to get that myself. But once you get it, it's like, okay, I got this, time to move on, not going to repeat itself. And it says if counsel is needed for a doctor, go see a doctor. For a lawyer, go see a lawyer. Or even just friends talking is going to bring you great relief. Say, example, you're having difficulties at home. Go talk it over with your partner or, your spouse. And if it's, things at work, bring it up. Talk to them in a patient way, because it says talk could be very important this month for you for change of things. You are going to be making choices for the future. You're strong enough to do anything. And it says when you look back over some time in your life that things weren't going okay and they turned out pretty darn good. And focus on that rather than the times they didn't. But most of the time when things don't turn out the way we want, again, this is my belief, it's to let us know that it's time for a new chapter. It's time for a new page. It's time for whatever new thing that is about to come. Or maybe we're just on the wrong road. It could be, okay, this road ain't working for me, or that door ain't open, and the door's not for you, I guess is a good way to put that. But it says preparedness in reverse says to look back how you got to where you are today. Like, oh my gosh, how could it be it's time for me to retire? Where did all that time go? Or, oh my goodness, how could it be I'm graduating from school or, high school or college or whatever. And it says when we do that, it actually will help us make our plan for the future or be able to change something that we want to before it's too late, meaning whatever that means, I'm not even sure. But it says your excuses are gone now. Just because someone else wants you to do something for them, it's always nice when we can lend a hand, but you know what? You got to take care of yourself first. When you can take care of yourself first, you'll have a lot more to give. Your intuition, though, Gemini, is so on target and so keen right now. Listen to it. It says just because things seems to go up and down like this, life would be perfect. It would be pretty boring if it was just like this. And sometimes in those dips, like I call it gaiety in the midst of change, things are great, not so great, great, not so great. It just says that's a time to really appreciate what you have. And when it's not so great, know that it's going to change. It's going to get better. Quickly, things are going to start falling into place. And I'm not even sure why. I feel like it's from work you've already put into progress. Whether it's a relationship, a job, moving, love, whatever it might be, even health. It just says there's going to be improvements because of decisions you make this month. With that said, this is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss. I so appreciate you dropping by, and I'll see you again next month, Gemini.